And we are live. Okay. You want the world to know. Hello. What's up, Gio? Hey, Jai. What's up, everybody? We're going to be talking a little bit quieter this time, but... Hey-oh, Speedscape, Lego Addict, good to see you guys again. Hey, Tada. Alright, I'm good, thanks. How are you guys? How's everybody doing? Alright, so as you can probably tell from the thumbnail, or from me saying in the Discord, I'm going to be drawing Shazam, because the new trailer just dropped. I mean, it wasn't like a full trailer, it was like a 1-minute trailer, but yeah, still Shazam. I'm super excited for this movie. Looks like it's going to be real fun. Yeah. You're good. That's good. Hope everybody's good. If anyone hasn't checked out the trailer, I recommend going to take a look at it. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it was pretty funny. I'm excited to see. I really like the guy they cast as Shazam, too. I think he's really good. I like his voice. He does a good, like, adult pretending to be a kid kind of voice. Or adult pretending to be a kid pretending to be an adult, I guess. I'm having a hard time trying to decide on a pose for this one. Maybe like there's lightning around him and he's got his arms out with like a big smiley grin kind of thing on him. Let's see how that works. Maybe his chest is faced out this way kind of bit. Also, he's significantly more buff than the last guy I drew on the live stream, which was Mysterio. I still haven't decided if I'm gonna keep all the live streams just up, or if I'm gonna make them like unlisted and people can go back to them that way, or what? I don't know. This whole live stream thing's new to me. Yay, Captain Marvel. Yeah. There's hopefully gonna be 2 great Captain Marvel movies this year, which is a weird idea. The original Captain Marvel, yeah, the OG. Back even before he was with DC Comics. I don't even remember what Fawcett Comics, that's who created him. Wow, I'm making this guy too bulky probably, but still kind of warming up here a little bit. Yeah, this is too much bulky. Let's try something else. Do you like Captain Marvel? Yeah, I think he's awesome and she's awesome, both Marvel's version and DC's version. Billy Batson, yeah. They're both pretty great. I haven't read as much DC Captain Marvel as I have Marvel's Captain Marvel. I've read more out of theirs, but I am a big fan of what I've seen of him in animated stuff and the couple things that I have read of his. Still trying to figure out this pose. What if... Okay, what if we do the same kind of thing, but have him twisting a little bit more? Podcast Studio Art. I personally prefer DC's Captain Marvel. Yeah, that's fair. They are very different characters, so if you like, I could very easily see people liking one over the other pretty easily. He's definitely a more fun kind of character. She's a bit more serious, which is kind of funny that Marvel has the more like serious version of the character, since they tend to do more they're more known for doing goofier stuff. In the Marvel family. Yeah. Oh, actually, I guess the main thing I've read out of Shazam, Captain Marvel is the New 52 rebooted sort of origin of him. I know they changed a few things from his original origin, but I thought that was a really fun run in the comic. That had a bit of the extended family in it. I wonder how much of them we're going to get in this. It looked like in the trailer he was flying around with somebody else at one point. I don't know if that was the bad guy or if that was, I mean, at one point it definitely was him flying around fighting the bad guy, but it looked like there was another. Should really like the New 52 Captain Marvel. Yeah, the New 52 was a bit hit and miss with some things. Like, I thought they did some things not so great and some things really, really well. Shazam I really liked, and Batman I really liked. Or some, I can't remember what stuff I didn't like. I tend to only remember the things I do like, but yeah, there was, I thought that was a fun run. Do you want The Rock to be Black Adam? I really hope he is. I'm hoping they do like a post-credit scene of him showing up, because he was signed on to do it like years ago, but I don't know. And I don't think he's ever officially said that he left the project or anything. I think it's just that with this one, they don't want to use Black Adam as the villain yet. So we'll see. I hated New 52 Superman. Yeah, I think I tried reading that one and was just like, this isn't really for me. Who's the actor who plays Shazam? His name is Zachary Levi or Zachary Levy. I'm not sure which way you pronounce it, but it's one of those two. And he did the voice of the main guy in Tangled. He was Chuck in the TV show Chuck, which I thought was a lot of fun. Oh, you didn't like New 52 Captain Marvel? Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, I can't think of other things that Zachary Levi has been in. But I really like him. I think he's fun, especially for a role like this. I think he's well cast for this character. Still not quite finding a pose. I thought it was kind of funny I was a bit nervous to start live streaming, and then with the Mysterio one, I found a pose almost instantly that I liked. I think it was the second one I tried. With this one, having a bit harder of a time, but at least it's not my first live stream, so I kind of have a bit better of an idea of what I'm doing, and I'm not quite as nervous about it. Did you like Aquaman? Yeah, I thought it was a lot of fun. I thought it was like just like a goofy, fun romp of a movie. Like I was surprised that was the way the director went with it, because I'm a big fan of his movies, The Conjuring 1 and The Conjuring 2. But yeah, no, I thought it was a blast. It was like non-stop action. Like that was one of the most non-stop movies I've ever seen. Can you add a mustache? Not this time. This time I'm just gonna do straight up Shazam, Captain Marvel, no mustache. But I did like that addition on the Mysterio, mustachio. Still having a hard time figuring this one out. I don't want to waste too much time doing the pose, but I also want it to be a good pose. Yeah, sorry, I'm sure this time. Hey, Ash, how's it going? I have a new song stuck in my head this week. I'm not sure if anybody has seen the musical crossover episode of The Flash and Supergirl, but there's a song. I'm a big fan of musicals, by the way, and there's a song in that I really liked. I don't know if it's called "Put a Little Love in Your Heart" or if that's just how the chorus goes, but I really like Jeremy Jordan's singing voice in that. And I have that stuck in my head, so I'm probably going to be humming it a lot. What's up? Hey, Wally West, you back. Welcome back, man. Aquaman exposition cut off by explosion. Yeah, that's they had so much of that. That was really, really funny. Yeah. So many times it got to a point near the end where I was like, if someone was having a long conversation, I was like, okay, where is the explosion gonna come in? And then inevitably it would happen. Do you watch the Netflix Marvel shows? So I really loved Daredevil Season 1 and Jessica Jones Season 1. I liked Luke Cage Season 1, and then after that I just, I didn't really keep up with them as much. Like, I liked some, I was kind of meh on some, but it just, the really great ones for me were Daredevil Season 1 and Jessica Jones Season 1. And all the Punisher parts of Daredevil Season 2 I really liked as well. Do you like Marvel or DC? I like both. I generally lean towards Marvel for movies and DC for comics a bit more, although in Canada we have access to Marvel Unlimited, but we don't have DC Universe, so it's harder to read DC stuff here. Like, I actually have to buy the comics. There's no subscription service, which once DC gets DC Universe here, I'm going to be reading way more DC stuff, but for now, I tend to read more Marvel comics just because they're so much more easily accessible here. Do you like Mary Poppins Returns? I haven't seen it yet, so that's one that I figured I would see with my main group of friends, but it came out over the winter break when we were all kind of going home for Christmas, and we didn't really get to all see it together. So I'll probably watch it when it comes out on video. I was just talking to one of my friends about it today, and I am excited to see it, because I'm also a big fan of Emily Blunt and Lin-Manuel Miranda, and they're both in it, and they're great, but no, so I haven't seen it yet. I assume I'm going to like it. I've only heard good things about it so far. I want to see Punisher Season 2. I think that just came out, didn't it? I haven't kept up with it anymore. I really liked the first little bit of Punisher that I watched. I didn't end up finishing it, not because I thought it was bad. I just kind of fell out of it, and there's so much stuff to watch nowadays. But yeah, no, that should be good. If you like superheroes, then I recommend watching My Hero Academia. Yeah, that is one that's currently on my list of things to watch. The problem is I want to pay attention to that one, and right now a lot of the shows I'm watching I kind of just watch in the background because I'm usually working on videos and drawing and stuff while I'm watching stuff, and that one I actually want to pay attention to. That's the only reason I haven't watched it yet. But yeah, I am excited to see that one. Let's figure out this pose. Come on, I can do this. Next, you should draw Blue Beetle. Oh, that could be a good one. So what I'm gonna be doing for now for live streams, I could do Blue Beetle in an episode. I should do an episode on Young Justice. Again, DC Universe not being here, so I can't watch Young Justice yet because we don't have their streaming service yet. But I do want to watch. I would definitely draw him in a Young Justice episode. But for now, for live streaming episodes, what I'm trying to do is, if a trailer for something comes out, then I'm going to draw the character from the trailer, just because then lots of people are probably searching for that character in that moment or in that week. So I'm like, okay, well, let's get more people coming to check out the channel by drawing the characters that are popular this week. My dad made a joke about how he didn't like Emily Blunt as Mary Poppins. My grandmother agreed and started ranting about her. Oh no! I mean, that is a movie, like the original one is a movie that a lot of people really, really love, so I could see some people easily getting upset by recasting, but it's not like you could get the original actress back for her. Hello, Julie Baudette. We established in the last live stream I'm really bad at pronouncing people's names, so I apologize if I got that wrong. What you upload for tomorrow? So tomorrow is the Fantastic Four as dragons, and that's because Marvel, if you go to their YouTube page right now, they're pushing so much Fantastic Four stuff, and I think there's a very good chance that soon they're going to be announcing the Fantastic Four are going to come to the Marvel Cinematic Universe in a few years, because the Fox deal's going through. And so with all the Fantastic Four stuff coming out, I was like, oh man, I gotta do some Fantastic Four stuff. Because I loved the Fantastic Four when I was younger, but they just kind of, because Marvel didn't have the rights to them, they kind of fell by the wayside. But now that they're getting the rights back, or Disney's getting the rights back, and they can be in the MCU, they're going to start making more comics of them again. We're going to start seeing them more. And I think the Avengers Tower building is going to be bought by... Oh, hey, that's a good idea. Oh, what if it already has been? They, just retcon that, because it was sold to someone, I think, because in the Spider-Man Far From Home trailer, you can see that it's being, not torn down, but renovated in the background. So maybe it's already being turned into the Baxter building. That would be super cool. That's a good idea. Somebody call Marvel. Tell them to do that. I mean, they might already be doing that, but who knows? Okay, this isn't a bad pose. I don't mind this. For live stream purposes, this is a satisfactory pose. Normally, I don't like something that's just satisfactory, but actually, you know what? I'm gonna do a little bit of warping, just to push. I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like that. I don't know if that did anything. It did a little bit. Okay. Might want to change his head up a little bit. I am noticing my computer gets a little bit ever so slightly laggier when I've got the live stream going at the same time. Not sure if there's something I can do about that, because generally this computer is pretty fantastic. I've had it for a few years, but it hasn't slowed down at all. Still working out some of the kinks of live streaming. I think it's going to become Oscorp. Oh, that could be cool too. Are you a fan of Sonic the Hedgehog? Yes. So I haven't played... I used to play the games more when I was a kid. I really like side-scrolling games, so I like a lot of the more simple ones. I've played some of the 3D ones and still like them, but generally speaking, I really like side-scrollers. But yeah, I do like it, and I have planned... I'm very curious to see how the movie turns out, because that first poster was kind of weird looking, but I don't know, we'll see. I'm just going to pull up another reference image on my other screen, just because I'm going to be zooming in and out a lot. Shazam! Put a little love in your heart. Where are you, Shazam? No, not comic book Shazam, I want movie Shazam. Shazam movie. Sorry, this is all on a screen you guys can't see right now. I just need another reference image of his costume. Okay, there we go. There we go. We're good. He's got a bit of a... I'm not really good at doing accurate faces, like getting people's faces to look like how they look in real life, caricature kind of stuff. Something I'm working on. Shazam does have any weapons. I don't think he normally doesn't. I mean, lots of things have happened in comic book history, so I wouldn't be surprised if at some point he has. But as far as I'm aware, he doesn't use any weapons. He can, like, shoot lightning and fly, and it's kind of like magic Superman, which means he's a very good... He would be a very good foe for Superman, but they generally wouldn't fight because they're on the same side. I have to lower his jaw a little bit more because I'm going to open his mouth up, give him a nice, big, very satisfied with himself kind of grin. As if he's shouting Shazam. Oh, those are some big teeth, boy. Those are still some big teeth. Too big teeth. Oh shoot, I missed a bunch of comments. Okay. Yay, I just hit 119 subs. Oh, that's awesome, man. Does Shazam have any weapons? Are you secretly a lumberjack and don't know it yet? I could be. I have a friend who looks very lumberjacky as well. I do really like lumberjack style clothing. So who knows? And I'm Canadian, so you know, could be a lumberjack and I don't even know it. Gio, no, he hasn't. Okay. Yo, hey, yo, Jasper, how's it going? How many people we got? Oh, we got 13 people watching. Oh boy, more pressure on this time. Last time we had about 9 watching for most of it. Teeth, still getting used to drawing teeth. That's the only thing for live streaming. I know I shouldn't take as long with some little things that I'd normally take longer with, because in my regular videos I'm speeding stuff up so much that if I tweak around with it for 10-15 minutes, you're not really going to notice it. But on here, if I'm goofing around for a while, you can kind of go like, okay, come on, get to the next part of the drawing. It's got to be a little bit more decisive, which is probably good for practicing. Anytime you're doing something different, it's probably good in helping you get better, unless it's bad. So never mind. Anyway, I speak for all of us that you're going to blow up soon like a bomb. Thank you very much, Ash. I sure hope so. The day that I live streamed last week, I got more subscribers in a day than I've ever gotten before. So I was taking a course on how to get your YouTube channel to grow faster, and one of the main pieces of advice was start live streaming, which is part of the reason I did it. And I'm glad I did, because I had a lot of fun doing it. I wasn't sure if I was going to, but yeah, that day that I live streamed the Mysterio drawing, I got like 60 something subs in a day, which In the future will hopefully be a very small amount in a day, but for now, that was a big number. That is a wonky chin I gave him. Does your Mysterio still have a mustache? Yep, he still has a mustache. I posted the image on Instagram with a mustache, and in the live stream video that stayed up, it just left the mustache on, because why not? That was a whole part of the thing. It's a part of the process, and gotta keep it that way. I feel like generally adults draw the ears smaller, but I feel like because he's kind of a... I'm still going to draw the ears kind of small. You should make him holding some kind of food. Oh. If I'd thought of that earlier, I would have, but I'm going to keep hacking away at what I got here. It's a good idea, but... because I'm already here, and I don't think this live stream will be as long as the Mysterio one. Should work a little bit faster, because I have a video that I'm working on currently that I want to put out on Wednesday this week. I'm not 100% sure if I'll be able to, but yeah, we'll see. If I finish this live stream, then finish that video. Actually, I do have time to work on it tomorrow. I just generally like to get a head start on the following week's Monday video. Worst case, if I don't get this one done on time for Wednesday, I'll just put it out as next Monday's video. Oh, he looks a bit too sinister here. I think we need to make this eye kind of like it's a I'm so cool kind of look. Like, hey, how you doing? That kind of thing. Is there a deadline for the Superhero OC's videos? I haven't decided exactly what day it's going to come out. It's probably going to come out about 4 weeks after the last one. So when did I put that one out? Did I put that one out this past Monday? So yeah, I'll probably start working on it 2 weeks from today. So probably best to have stuff out 2 weeks from today, but we'll, I mean, there's a bit of flex room there. Okay, come on. I'm gonna start working a bit faster. Also, this does not look like Zachary Levi, but I'm gonna do the costume now. Maybe I'll come back to the head later. I mean, I definitely will come back to the head later, but I mean, for rough purposes. So what's this costume look like? This costume isn't particularly detailed. Not saying that's a bad thing. It's just kind of like, it's very simple design, which I have nothing against. Just got kind of a gauntlet things. Actually, sort of made that hand. Yeah, that's going forward. Okay, forward-ish. That's a good way to help your perspective in a drawing. Is if there's some kind of detail, like a bracelet or whatever, you make sure it's rounded in the direction that the cylinder of the arm would be coming forward. That wasn't very well explained, but hopefully someone gets what I mean and that's helpful. Okay, he's got some kind of like cool, like three circly, not circly, round kind of things on his gauntlet with a bit of a lightning pattern to them. Have any tips for drawing cartoon characters? So for cartoon characters, there's a lot of... first thing I would say is, for coloring purposes, cell shading is generally the way to go. I had a professor in university who generally I didn't get along with in a few different topics. Like we just had, you know, some different ideologies and stuff like that. But anyway, so a piece of advice he gave me was I was coloring all my cartoonier characters with like very painterly, like rough light strokes and just adding a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. And he said it kind of looked like I didn't know what I was doing by doing it that way, and that for that style, cell shading is really the way to go. And that was, even though he and I didn't really agree on a lot of stuff, that was a really good piece of advice that he gave me that I was like, wow, this is true. Like, when you're cell shading, you have to be more decisive about what you're doing. Oh, thank you, Gio. Good call. I keep forgetting that you can like live streams. But yeah, so for, so cell shading, like just doing, even if you just start by doing one layer of shadow over your piece. Well, I guess it depends if you're working digitally or traditionally, but either way, you can still do like just one sharp line of shadows on things to be like, okay, I only have this much to do the shadowing, so I have to be very decisive about where I'm putting the shadows on this character to give them depth. So I would try to do cell shading for your cartoony characters, not just because a lot of cartoons are cell shaded, but because it really does help you get a better idea of depth and making decisions about depth. Sorry, I don't know if I explained that very well, but yeah, I highly recommend taking a crack at cell shading things. Maybe one layer of shadow, one layer of light, and then once you feel like you're getting that down a little bit, like try adding a few more layers of cell shading. Did you like Glass? I haven't actually seen it. I wasn't a huge fan of Split, so I'll probably wait until Glass is on video to watch it. But I did really like Unbreakable, so we'll see. Why did you see it? Did you like it? How was it? Wow, spoken like a true artist. Thank you. This wasn't the best picture for getting costume details, just because I can't really see what's going on with his cape and these things. He's got the same kind of things as Mysterio, actually, except I don't think they're creepy eyeballs. What are they? They've probably, I don't know for sure. I assume they've got some kind of lightning symbol in them. So I'm just gonna do something like this. I don't want to make it the lightning connected at the top, because then it would look like the Flash's lightning symbol. Hi everyone, hello! How's it going? Don't forget the cape does... The cape goes somewhere. Yeah, good call, thank you. Last time, what Gio's referencing is the fact that in the Mysterio video, I totally forgot to render out where the cape was going. Like, if you look at the Mysterio piece, his cape flows over his back and then disappears, like you don't see it go out behind him. Like, somehow the piece still kind of works without it if you don't think about that, but once you notice that, it's like, oh wait, what the... Does he just have, like, a ridiculously short cape, or what's going on here? I mean, in this case, Shazam actually does kind of have a really short cape in comparison to most superheroes, but... That's the Superman song. I mean, Shazam doesn't really have a song yet. Maybe the song that was in the trailer. What was it, Be Humble or whatever? Did you ever play video games, and what are your favorites? So I do play video games. Working on my videos more frequently means I don't have as much time to play games. I'm a big fan of side-scroller games. My favorites are probably Dead Cells. SteamWorld Dig I haven't played in a while, but that was a really good... I think it's an indie game, but that was a really great one that I really, really liked. I think they released a second one for the Switch, and I gotta grab that one and play it. I just got the Super Mario Bros. Wii U Deluxe whatever that they ported to the Switch. I mean, it's a lot of money to spend on a game that they're just porting, but I never played the version on the Wii U, so I didn't really mind spending that much on it. And I'm really liking that one. I think I want to take a crack at... There's a Donkey Kong side-scroller that came out that I didn't really know much about until the other day. I think it's been out for a while, but... Sounds like it's really good. So yeah, side-scrollers. I really like Overwatch. I really like the style of Fortnite, but I'm so bad at it that it's not worth me playing. Yeah, Overwatch, side-scrollers, any of that kind of stuff. I like a bit of Call of Duty. If I have friends to play with, just playing on my own isn't really my kind of thing. But, yeah. Oh, also like things like I really like any Spider-Man game that's free roaming or the Batman Arkham games. I really like if I'm playing a single player game that's not a side scroller, it's probably a free roaming game. Anything like a Spider-Man but I also weirdly enough I prefer side scrolling games that take place in cities. I don't know why, that's just kind of my thing. So like I'm really impressed by everything I've seen out of Red Dead 2, but I'm probably not going to play it just because I'm not as into the whole side scroll or not side scrollers, free roaming games in like a foresty or a Old West or any of that kind of stuff. Like I think it's really cool. It's just not really my thing. The best part of Aquaman is the treasure hunt, the octopus playing the drums. Yeah, the octopus playing the drums. Oh, hey, Cohen, what's up, man? But yeah, the octopus playing the drums was pretty hilarious. You should make his hands on stuff. You should make hands-on stuff on vids like clay, cardboard. Yeah, I actually, you know what? It's funny you say that, Geo, because I was just the other day when I was on a train ride to go hang out with some friends. I was putting some polymer clay into my Amazon basket. I think I want to try doing. I'm trying to decide if I want to do a video where I take you can buy Pop Funkos that are blank and do a custom one. I'm trying to decide if I do one of those or if I try a polymer clay video. I'm just trying to work. I'm watching some tutorials and trying to work out some of the logistics of it because I've never done it before. I used to use plasticine all the time when I was a kid, but I want something that I can kind of bake and have it harden, or even just like air dry clay, something that'll harden and can stay as it is. Whereas with plasticine, it's like you make it and then if you leave it in a room that's too hot, it'll start melting or something. But yeah, I do want to try some other stuff that's not just drawing. Like I want this like I am the channel is going to be largely drawing videos, but I do want to branch out into a bunch of other different art forms. And once I get the channel monetized, which should be happening within, I don't know, hopefully a month, then I will be able to dedicate more time to the channel. And then I'll be able to experiment a bit more with different kinds of videos and stuff like that. And you can see I'm already, even though I haven't monetized it yet, I have been able to start putting out more videos a week by doing illustration videos. I was actually really surprised that the illustration videos do so much better than the animated videos, but they really have been taking off more. Like that Spider-Man, the first drawing video I did, the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse piece with all the different Spider-Man characters in it, has gotten up to like 5,500 views or something. Again, that's something that hopefully in the future is a very small number, but for now it's like, oh wow, this is doing a lot better than a lot of my other stuff. And that might come down to YouTube promoting things that are longer, and that's the longest video I've made. But, these are all things that I'm kind of just learning as I go. It's happening again where I'm focusing so much on talking and chatting. I'm having a lot of fun chatting about stuff, but it means I'm not focusing as much on the drawing, which is the selling point of these videos. Wow, he really doesn't have that much detail on him. Like, his legs are kind of just like, there's just subtle little grooves in it. And, like, generally for my cartoonier style, that's stuff that I might just ignore. But because his costume is so not detailed, I think I've got to put some of that in there. You got more likes than views. On this? On this thing? That's cool. I think it's, hopefully, so I'm actually a bit tired right now, so I was in the gym when I got a notification that a Shazam trailer had come out, and I was like, okay, the second I get upstairs, I'm gonna just get ready really quick and then start live drawing Shazam. So I went and commented on that video, and I don't know if my comment got anywhere, but generally, if my comment is viewable on the trailer, then people might come and check out the channel, and oh look, he's live drawing Shazam right now, and I was just watching a trailer for Shazam. So that's me kind of trying to work the system in my favor a little bit. Trying to be crafty with how I get people to come check out the channel. Like a lot of people who watch my channel have probably come to watch my channel because they saw me commenting on other people's videos. I'm trying to be very active in the illustration community online because there's a lot of cool people doing a lot of cool stuff. That's very, and I mean, even just watching other people's videos has been so helpful for improving on my own work and encouraging me to do other stuff. Like, I really want to try doing some watercolor stuff as well, which has never been my forte, but I think it could be a fun challenge to take a crack at that. Because I really like Casey Golden's channel, and her watercolor stuff is just absolutely gorgeous. I want to change this back leg a little bit. You want the world to know you won't let it... Oh, alright. I should change that face. He looks a little bit too evil, I think. I mean, I guess he's kind of smug, right? Oh shoot, I missed a few comments. Okay, yeah, I found you from James Reyes. Yeah, he's great. He lives in the same city as me. I think he's a Torontonian. Which OG cartoon character was your favorite? Mine was Bugs Bunny, aka Big Chungus. OG cartoon characters. That depends how old school we're talking, because OG cartoon characters like Bugs Bunny, that's an old one. Like old. Like before I was born old. Let me think. I did like a lot of Looney Tunes stuff when I was younger. That's a good question. Let's OG cartoon character. I'm trying to think of other ones. I didn't really watch things like He-Man. I watched the old Spider-Man cartoon a little bit, but I preferred the 90s one to the really old one. Like my favorite animated show to pop in my head, just thinking of animated shows, is Spectacular Spider-Man from 2007. I think it was 2007, but that's not really that old. I don't know. I'd have to think about that one. If you ever need a topic to draw, try Beast Shape Challenge. Every 2 weeks, the artist Beast Rec drops a new freeform shape for artists to get their brainstorming. Oh, interesting. Cool. I'll have to check that out. Beast Shape Challenge. Interesting. It's got a bit of a thingy here. Maybe I'll just do that really lightly after. I'm gonna simplify his leg gauntlets. That's probably not right. I don't know what you call the shin guards. That's probably not it. It's kind of boring sounding. But yeah, gonna simplify this because I can. I'm just gonna do it. Oh wait, 1, 2. Because I kind of did it like that. He's on Instagram. Okay, yeah, cool. Actually, I'm gonna screenshot that so I remember. Do you remember? YouTune Art, you are officially noticed. This guy's got, I was gonna narrow down his stomach a bit, but he's got like a bulky, chunky kind of abs. That's what I find a lot of the DC costumes do that. They give them like the big chunky abs, where a lot of the Marvel characters, they kind of like narrow their waist out and give them a bigger back, which is when I'm drawing stuff, that's how I tend to lean, but let's try and stick to what they're doing with this guy a little bit. I'm gonna look up a picture of Zachary Levy's face just to have a bit better reference. I'm not gonna make it look like tons like him. Might have done, oh, I think I did his nose a little bit too broad. He is a handsome fella. Maybe Shazam. Oh, his face is narrower. Oh, he actually... Oh, I was thinking of Shazam as having like that kind of Superman chin, but he's actually got kind of a narrower chin. That's what I appreciate, that they didn't cast someone just for the looks. That they cast him because he could play that kind of character well. Like, it would have been really easy to... I really like John Cena. And a lot of people, I think, fan cast him as Shazam, but I don't think, and he, like, I really like him, but I don't think he's the right person for this role. I would love to see him as Guy Gardner. I think that would be hilarious. That was recommended on the Weekly Planet podcast, which is my favorite podcast to listen to. Also, if anybody hasn't seen Mr. Sunday Movies videos, he's probably my personal favorite YouTuber. His videos are really good. He does, like, trailer breakdowns and all that kind of fun stuff for superhero movies and just general pop culture, popcorn kind of movies. I guess these kind of go around a little bit. I'm taking some creative liberties with his suit. Not doing it quite exactly how it is in there. That kind of, I'll fix it in post. Oops, sorry, I missed some. I'll check you out too. Okay, cool. I did a test to my little brother and showed your stuff and told to guess how many subscribers you had on your channel. He was shocked, and now he is a subscriber. Oh, thank you very much. That's every subscriber helps. I have been seeing some really good growth on here, which is really nice, especially now that I'm doing some live streaming. You should notice me again. Okay, you too, you're noticed again. But yeah, thank you. Like I've been getting a bunch of comments like that of people saying I'm surprised how small you are, and those are really encouraging. Like I mean, obviously I wish I was growing a little bit faster, but like just I've got a community of people both on here and on the Discord that are really encouraging, and everybody is helping each other out and giving each other art advice, and it's just everything's feeling right, even though I'm not growing as fast as I'd like. Everything feels like it is picking up steam, and I've got lots of people to chat with about art now that, like, I have a really, really awesome tight-knit group of friends, but I'm the only one that really draws in that group, so it's really nice having a bunch of other people to just talk about drawing with, and even just general superhero kind of stuff. Alright, you two, I'll notice you one more time. I mean, I'll keep noticing you, I'm just not gonna, like, outwardly acknowledge it as much. Can you explain why you don't have a neck? Okay, so for anyone who hasn't watched my my animated videos, what Ash is referring to is my avatar does not have a neck, and the reason for that is because I wanted to be able to give my avatar big expressions, like have the head go out a bit farther to like emphasize a point. Like if I am really shocked about something or something like that, I wanted to, the way I express movement with that character is through the arm movements and through the head tilts and movements. And so if there's a neck there, the head can only go so far. But if there's no neck there, then I can have the head go way out to really emphasize something. And it's, you know, it was something that I kind of just did on a whim, and then it stuck, and now I'm planning on redesigning my avatar, but I think I might just keep the no neck thing because it kind of just feels like it's a part of my thing now. So that's why my avatar doesn't have a neck. It's not a particularly good reason, but there is a reason. I never saved. Oh, there's a sneak peek at what next week's thing is. What am I doing? Everybody's looking at my filing system now. Shazam! Okay. I'm gonna keep saying, that's fun to say. Shazam! I mean, that's not really how he says it. That's more like how the wizard Shazam would say it. Oh, what am I doing? Okay, there we go. This pen. I feel like I should be promoting the names of the people whose brushes I use, because a lot of people like make their own brushes, but I don't actually know where I got this one from. Actually, it might just be one of the stock ones from Sketchbook Pro. Not totally sure, but show some of the other... This set, JPH brush set, I'm pretty sure is where I got my textured brush for... textured rough ink brush that I now use for my cell shading and shadows. That one is from this JPH brush set. If anyone else uses Sketchbook Pro for digital drawing, that's you can get it on their website. I really like Sketchbook Pro, especially now that it's free. I've been using it for years. I was really surprised that they made it free because it's a great piece of software. And I would have been happy to keep paying for it, but hey, you want to make it free, I'm happy to not pay for it anymore. Sup? Lucas, how's it going? Love your vids. Thank you very much. That's really nice of you. Make lightning in the background. Oh, that's a good call. Is this gonna be your thing, Gio? Every video you're gonna come in and tell me what to put in the background? I mean, I'm on board. I can't promise I'll always be able to do it, but that's a good idea. Putting some lightning in the background. You know what I notice? I really like that characters have, and even just like people in real life, when they just have like a little bit of their eyebrow missing, like that, like as if they have a scar there or something. I don't know why I think it looks so cool. Ryan Reynolds has it in Deadpool before his face gets all scarred up, and it's just like I actually saw someone in person that had that, and I commented on it, which is probably a weird thing to comment on. Like, hey, I like that part of your eyebrow is missing. But he was like, oh, thanks. I actually get people asking if I did it on purpose, but no, he said it was like he got a scar there, and so it just the hair doesn't grow there anymore. But I think that looks cool. I probably shouldn't give it to Shazam, but I'm gonna leave it in there for now. Maybe I'll add it in later, but yeah, I dig that. I think it's cool looking. I don't know if you remember Michael Bartley, but that was me who just changed my name. Okay, cool. I remember people better by their pictures, generally speaking, and by YouTube lets you go back and search through your old comments. So sometimes if someone says, do you remember me, and I don't remember them, I go back, find their comment, and I'm like, oh, right, I do remember that person. That's one thing I'm a little bit scared about for I am quite confident that this year the channel is going to get significantly bigger, and I'm going to feel bad if I can't, like, I'm already having trouble remembering some people when they say, hey, do you remember me? I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I gotta go look up the comment to see, but I am going to try and be, because I want this channel to be a community channel. Like, I don't want it to just be about me. Like, everyone's gathered to this channel to look at this artwork that I'm doing, but it's about all of us sharing our artwork in things like the Discord or Facebook channel or anywhere else, and giving each other input, and obviously me like taking your cool characters and drawing them on this channel. I'm excited. The superhero one, I'm going to try and draw a whole bunch of characters. I might actually split it into 2 videos. And then I'm trying to come up with a cool idea for the next one. Like, I'm thinking maybe pirate type characters for the follow-up to the superheroes episode, where you can do like not just old schooly pirates, but like I don't know, like you could do cyborg pirates or animal pirates, or I don't know. That's just my initial idea. I've got a while to think about it because the next episode's not coming out for a few weeks. But do you remember me? Oh, of course I remember you, Ash. I was drawing your character in the episode. Just changed my avatar. Yeah, no. Yeah, yours. I mean, yours is one of the easier ones to remember because I spent a while drawing your character. Oh my gosh, I'm forgetting the name of your character. Dearest. I didn't forget the name of your character. Dearest. That was a fun one to draw. For anyone that doesn't know what I'm talking about, the episode on monsters of the Popcross community, Ash's character was the computer demon Dearest. That was a fun one to draw because it was pretty different from all the other ones. I mean, I had a good range of stuff in there, but generally I do lean towards like dinosaur-y characters. So Dearest was a nice change of pace. Use a cleaner brush for shading. Maybe. We'll see. I do really like this textured brush for the shading. We'll see. At some point, I'm going to update how I do mouths. But for now, this is how I do mouths. You want the world to know you won't let hatred grow. Put a little love in your heart. That ain't bad. Yeah, I guess with the Mysteria one, I wasn't drawing eyes because that was something that getting into artwork I had a really hard time with, was drawing eyes. And I mean, it's still not one of one of my specific high points. I am way better at it now, but I used to have a really hard time getting eyes to be similar sizes and shapes and being on the right part of the face. I will once again flaunt the name Neil Fontaine. His course on drawing faces and heads is absolutely fantastic. That's Neil Fontaine over at Udemy, which I shared the link to his anatomy course in the Discord, and it's so helpful. Absolutely incredible. Highly recommend it if you're trying to get better at drawing faces and eyes and anything on the face. Just general faciness. Neil Fontaine's Udemy course is, and I think you get the face course when you buy the anatomy course. I'm not sure if that was a thing. I think I got it that way. But yeah, that's super helpful. What am I doing? Oi, Dearest can control the whole network, even hack some companies. Oh, that's cool. Yes, I do enjoy singing. I actually did a few years of musical theater, and anytime I'm alone in my apartment, I'm usually singing something. Will you ever make any art tutorials? Yes, so I have a few that I've planned, and I'm just trying to decide which one I do first. One thing that I want to do is how to draw blank, like how to draw Spider-Man's costume in this, or this person's thing in this, and some of I have some like there's a lot of great how to draw this character videos on YouTube, but my problem with a lot of them is some of them are just called how to draw this character, and then you go to the video and it's just someone speed drawing the character and not giving any advice. And then there are some that are how to draw this character, and they do kind of a step-by-step, draw this circle, then draw this line, then draw this thing. And I think for drawing things like superheroes, you really need to know how to draw anatomy well. So any advice that I could give is, like, there are helpful tips I can give, but really to get better at anatomy, you have to kind of grind through drawing anatomy. So the way I want to do some videos on how to draw this character is do kind of a breakdown of the different elements of their costumes and how you could draw different textures on the costumes and things like that. And if they have some kind of big weapon that would be specifically hard for someone to draw, I can do a breakdown of how I draw the different shapes for it. And things like that. So just something to be a little bit different from the other how to draw this character kind of things. Because I often find when I'm going to draw a new character, like if a Spider-Man trailer comes out, I'm pulling like 10 different images of the character's costume at different angles and trying to pick out, oh, okay, this is what he looks like here, that's what he looks like there, and building it out from there. So I wanted to kind of I'll do a front and back of the character just standing in kind of a boring pose and show some different elements of the costume, break that down, and then do a more interesting pose of the character after I've shown people, like, okay, he's got this part of this costume here, this part there, this texture there, that kind of thing. And I don't know how those will do, but at least I haven't seen anyone else doing how to draw character things like that on YouTube so far, so I think that could be fun, like both fun for me to do, more interesting for people to watch. And then I also want to I have planned a video on how to, like, tips for drawing superheroes better. I mean, all the advice that I'm giving is lots of stuff I learned from other people, even specifically on YouTube, but like I have a bunch of superhero drawing tips that I'm like, okay, I haven't seen this specific collection of tips gathered in this way, and even like the one that I talked about during the last live stream was drawing superheroes using triangles, and I won't do my weird rundown of that lesson on here again, but that's something that I learned by watching Jim Lee's videos, and he didn't specifically say that that's what he was doing, but from watching his videos I was like, oh wow, he's drawing all the limbs and the torso and stuff using triangles. That is way faster than what I've been doing, because it's just a really quick, speedy shape you can draw, and so that will be the core of the lesson. But yeah, so sorry, that's a very long-winded version of the response to, yes, I do plan on doing some drawing tutorial videos. I just haven't decided which one I want to do first. Yeah. Oh shoot, I missed more comments. Yes sir, Popcross, that is my job. Put things in the background, kid. Nice. Can you make a course on making an art YouTube channel? That's not a bad idea. Now, see, that's one that I'd want to make once the channel has blown up a little bit more. So I can say, like, okay, here's how I got where I am. Here's what I did both in terms of making content for the channel and in terms of growing the channel. The number one piece of advice I will give you right off the bat for growing an art channel is get really involved in the community you're in. Go comment on tons of videos, talk to people. Starting a Discord was a big help, which Cohen Comer, I don't know if he's still here, but he was a huge help for setting up the Discord. Just get people. And when I say comment on other people's videos, you're not commenting on other people's videos to promote your own stuff. Like, you'll see, I don't think any of my comments, except for maybe one on Draw with Jazza a while back, and that wasn't intentionally, like, saying, hey, come check out my channel, but my comments are never like, hey, come check out my videos, I think you'll like them. They're just me commenting on something in another person's video, like, oh, I really like how you did this, that's a good piece of advice, or oh, have you tried a video on this? And then people see my comments on that, and they obviously understand that I'm interested in this kind of stuff, and so they come check out my channel, and then they're like, oh wow, I like your videos too. So if you're trying to grow a channel, I highly recommend comment on more things, and not like specifically self-promotion comments, because if people think your name is interesting, and your icon is interesting, they're probably going to come check out your videos just because you're commenting anything on a video that they're also interested in. Sorry. Make a supersona. Supersona. Oh, like Superman? That's not a bad idea. Are people doing that? That's not a bad idea. When did you get started into drawing? So, I started drawing when I was younger. I didn't really get that serious about it until, say, 3 years ago or so, because before I never really thought of it as something that I'd be able to do professionally. It was kind of just a subset of my skills in motion graphics animation, which is how I was making most of my money. But then a lot of the stuff I was doing, people were like, hey, can you draw this for the animated video you're doing? And I was like, yeah, okay, I can. And then I started drawing more, and people started liking my drawing, so I started taking more courses in drawing, and I started realizing how much, because I'd always loved drawing and I was doing it for fun, but I didn't have enough faith in my skills as an illustrator, and then I was just started getting better at it because I was practicing it more, and then I got to a point where my job now, I do a lot of animating and illustrating, and I was finally like, hey, I'm getting good enough at this that I can start potentially making a living off of it. So I actually, a few years back, I'm kind of messing up my timeline a little bit, but a few years back I wrote and self-published and illustrated a series of young adult novels that were kind of like superheroes versus monsters, and they weren't comic books, but they were like short novels with a picture every other page or so. And that was, again, because at the time I didn't have enough confidence in my illustration skills to do a full-on comic book. Now that's different. Now I do want to do an actual comic book or webcomic or something like that, because I finally feel like I'm at a point where I'm good enough to do something like that. But, and that's not necessarily, the way I'm wording that, I think, like, if you think I want to do a comic, don't do what I did and don't have faith in yourself. Odds are you're not, like, there's a good chance that when you say I want to do a comic, if you've never done it before, it's not going to be as good as you want it to, but the only way you're going to get better and get to a point where you can make a comic that you think is up to par with what you have in your head, the only way you're going to get there is by just starting it and doing a comic, and you're probably not going to love everything you do in it for the first little bit, but you'll be actively getting better at it and learning what you need to improve on. And that's the thing, a lot of the time, I don't know what I need to improve on until I draw something and I'm like, oh, I'm bad at that, I should practice that more. So just, I mean, really the lesson is just draw more, draw lots, draw. If you want to be a professional at drawing in the future, believe that you can do it, because if you just keep drawing and practicing, like a little bit every day or enough every week, you can get to a point where anyone can do this. Because I was not naturally gifted at drawing. I was not just good at it. I got good at it because I was doing it enough. So don't think that, oh, I don't have the natural talent at it that I need. Drawing's not about natural talent. It's about just practicing and practicing and practicing and doing that because you love it. Like, sometimes you won't be in the mood to draw and you should, like, get yourself to draw, but a lot of the time it should just be fun. Like what I'm doing right now, chatting with you guys and drawing, this is a lot of fun. There's nothing else I'd rather be doing with my Sunday right now. So that's the thing. You also have to kind of figure out if drawing is actually the thing that you want to spend a bunch of time on. Because if you want to get good at it, you have to spend tons and tons and tons of time on it, and you should only do that if you realize, oh, hey, I really, really do love doing this thing. Because, I mean, even for me, I started this channel as an animation channel, and then I did a drawing video because I really wanted to do a drawing video, but I didn't know if anyone would care about another YouTube illustrator. And then people really liked it, and I was like, oh, wow, okay, I can do this. People do like this. I should do it more. Sorry, that was a long, rambly tangent. I don't even remember what the question was at this point. Oh, it was how do I start? How did I get into drawing? I hope I answered it somewhere in there. I turned 11 on January 11th. Oh, hey, well, happy birthday. I turned 25 on January 12th, so our birthdays are a day apart. Oh boy, okay, gotta scroll up. I missed a bunch of comments. What's that? That's marketing right there. Like you said, I got 4 subscribers without any content. Nice. Oh my gosh, sorry, I missed so many comments. Okay, I'm trying to, I want to make sure I can read them all. I mean, I won't be able to in the future when there's more people watching these, but make a website. So I have a website, but it's bad, so I'm not linking it yet. Awesome live stream. Oh, thank you very much, Drawing with Caleb. I don't know I hope I said that right. Hey, you use Autodesk. Yes, Sketchbook Pro is my favorite. I use it both on the computer and on my, it's not in the background, I don't know where it is, but I use it on my iPad as well. I love the portable version too. You need more subs, bro. Yeah, thank you. This week has been really good for subscribers. I haven't been checking while I've been doing this live stream, but generally live streaming seems to be good for getting subscribers. Happy belated birthday. Thank you very much. You too. That was a lot of talking in a row. I'm gonna... Whew. Any more? Okay. What am I doing? I just had like one of those phases where I was not paying attention to what I was doing. That's a lot easier to do in the inking stage than in some of the other stages, because like I don't want to belittle inkers at all by saying like inking isn't just tracing, but it is a little bit more, like for me personally, it's a bit more mindless of a task than finding the character's pose and things like that. I'm insanely impressed when someone is an incredible inker, like Scott Williams doing all of, I think it's Scott Williams doing all of Jim Lee's inking stuff. He's absolutely incredible. I saw your comment on the Shazam sneak peek. Hey, nice. That was the intention. Was admittedly I went and commented on that video and then started a live stream because I was like, yeah, maybe people will see my comment on there and come check out the fact that I'm drawing him right now. So I'm glad to know that that's kind of working. And that's just more proof that commenting is one of the best ways to grow a channel. Just go comment on things that you like. I like superhero trailers and stuff, and illustration channels. So I go and comment on those a lot, and then people come check out my stuff, and they're like, oh, hey, this guy does some cool superhero stuff and monster stuff, and then they subscribe or don't. I mean, it's either way, getting any kind of views is good. I knew you before I saw the comment, though. Oh, okay, cool. You use Huion. So I've never used a Huion tablet before. I've heard some people say they really like them, some people say they don't. I mean, obviously they have a lot of different products, I pretty much always use Cintiqs or my iPad. The iPad, the only reason, like I love Cintiqs, they are expensive, but I really like them. The only reason I went iPad for portable is I tried out the Cintiq 16 Mobile Studio Pro, and it was just too clunky for me, while the iPad has a bit slicker of a screen, which I don't love, but it's just so much better for portability. So that's my go-tos are Cintiq and Apple. I really shouldn't give him this eyebrow thing. Like, I think it looks really cool, but it's not in tone with the character. He's more of a, put that there. It'll be like kind of a lighting thing later. You're a huge Marvel fan. Nice. Yeah, me too. I love Marvel. I mean, Marvel and DC, and yeah. Yeah. He's got those chunky abs. Not like fat chunky, but like bulky abs. What's your favorite horror movie? The Conjuring 2. Hands down, Conjuring 2 is my favorite horror movie. I like a lot of horror movies, but Conjuring 2 was actually the first horror movie I ever saw in theaters, and I was just blown away, which is why I was really excited for Aquaman. And I did really like Aquaman, even though it's a very different kind of movie, but the guy who did the Conjuring films also did Aquaman. So yeah, Conjuring 2 is my favorite horror movie. I also really like... The Conjuring 1. I really like the Annabelle prequel movie. I wasn't as big a fan of the first Annabelle, but I really liked the prequel one they did. I liked Lights Out. I really liked... What's that one? There's one where the kids get stuck in the blind guy's house, and it turns out the blind guy is a killer. I won't say anything else about that movie because there's some things that could easily be spoiled about it, but it's really good. Why am I forgetting about it? Don't Breathe, that's what it's called. It's really good. It's got the kid from Goosebumps in it. He does a great job. Yeah, I am a big fan of horror movies. I got into them about 3 years ago, and I just love them now. I'm not a huge fan of gore, though. That's the only thing. Like, I can't really watch things like the Saw movies. I have nothing against them. I'm just not, like, a gore fan. Like, I can't really watch lots of super bloody stuff. It's just not my thing. What about The Shining? Yeah, The Shining's a good one. I'm a little bit torn on that one because I really like Stephen King, and the director of The Shining was pretty terrible to Stephen King, and he even put a gag in the movie implying that Stephen King should like die or something like that. But I mean, it is a really impressive movie. The other thing is I just don't like the how terrible the director was to the actress on set. Like, she had a lot of psychological problems after working with him on that movie because of how many times he would crazy overwork her, and he was really rude to her and stuff. But all that aside, it is an incredibly impressive movie. Did you like the new It movie? Yeah, I really like the new It movie. I've never seen the original TV movie one or whatever, but the new one I really liked. And I actually used to live at an apartment. They shot a bunch of the inside of that creepy house in Toronto, 2 houses down from where I live. Where I used to live. There is this apartment that they do a lot of horror movie shooting in, and they shot the interior stuff for that house in that place just down the street from me. So at one point, there was like crazy amounts of film sets there for It, and apparently some of the neighbors were getting kind of irritated with them. But I thought it was, and I get that, but I also thought it was super cool that they were shooting it there. Yeah. What's my favorite Marvel movie? So I think I'd have to go with Homecoming or Captain America: Winter Soldier. I'd probably lean towards Captain America: Winter Soldier, but it's a pretty tight race between Homecoming, Thor: Ragnarok, and Captain America: Winter Soldier. All 3 of those are I absolutely love them. At any time, I could go throw one of those on and be super entertained for the entirety. I really like all those movies. Cannot wait for Avengers Endgame. Yeah, I'm super excited for that. I couldn't find the Sketchbook Pro app on my computer. When you said you use it, it was free. Where would you suggest looking for it to download it? Probably just, like, if you just Google Autodesk Sketchbook, it should come up, I think. Even though you don't have to pay for it anymore, they still do a decent amount of promotion for it. So yeah, Autodesk Sketch. I just Google Autodesk Sketchbook and hopefully it'd pop up. I hope. It's really great. I hope it's still easily accessible for people. Have you seen Ghostbusters? Yes, I've seen the original Ghostbusters and the remake that they did 2 years ago. I've never seen Ghostbusters 2, but I like both of those movies. I mean, I really like the original, and the reboot one, I saw it in theaters and really liked it in theaters, then watched it again out of theaters and was kind of like, this is okay. But I really liked it when I saw it in theaters. Yeah, boy, Captain America Winter Soldier is my favorite. Yeah, that's a really good one. Infinity War, I do love Infinity War. It's not one of my favorites of the lot, but I was incredibly impressed with how they managed to balance that many characters in a movie with like there was so much riding on that movie, and they did it. Like they actually made a good movie out of something that should have been very over bloated and ridiculous, but it worked. Like I was really impressed. There were problems with it, but it was wow. I was floored. I think I saw it in theaters 3 times, so I was a big fan of it. Well, am a big fan of it. I don't know what I'm doing with the feet here. That's not what his feet look like, but you know what? That's what his feet look like in this. Yeah, boy, do you like Spider-Man Into the Spider? Oh yeah, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse was absolutely phenomenal. That was just like wow, impressive. I'm also like in general, I'm a big fan of Phil Lord and Chris Miller. They tend to do really great stuff. I was sad when they got booted off of Han Solo because I really like their work. I still liked Han Solo, but I think it would have been more fun with them directing. For people who don't know, they were the writers on Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and they did 21 and 22 Jump Street. They were doing Han Solo, but got booted off. And what else? What else have they done? What have they done? That's all I can think of at the moment. Oh, the Lego Movie. They did the Lego Movie. That was their other one. Hey, this is coming together. Even though I haven't been paying attention to what I'm doing. Oh, no! I almost forgot the cape again! Look at that. I mean, Shazam has a shorter cape, so it would have been a bit more forgivable, but I totally flippin' forgot the cape again. And I didn't even draw a rough of it. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, luckily capes are not particularly difficult because you can kind of just draw swooshy shapes. Good enough. That's what we're getting for the cape. I can't believe I forgot it again. That's ridiculous. Oh my gosh. What's happening? Oh no, I just realized I still haven't seen Solo. I said I was going to wait for digital, but then I forgot about it. Yeah, that happens. It was like I enjoyed it. It's not one that I'd say you have to run out and see immediately, but I it's a fun movie. I could also see people disliking it pretty easily, but I thought it was fun. Do you like Funko Pops? I do. I've got a bunch in here. I was actually saying earlier, I'm not sure if you were here for that. I'm considering doing an episode where I make a custom Pop Funko because they're like, I really dig them, and I've seen some other people doing custom ones, and I think that would be fun to do. But I'd have to pick. I'd want to do like an original character or something. Maybe I could even turn my Spider Sona into a Pop Funko or something like that. But yeah, I am a big fan of them. Also, I think you're right that they are Funko Pops, but I always call them Pop Funkos for some reason. And I should change to what it's actually called, but I'm not going to, because I enjoy saying Pop Funko. It's one of those things that's just, I know I'm wrong, but it's burned into my brain now to say it the wrong way. And because it's not something that's really that important, I'm okay saying it wrong. OMG the cape. Yeah, I know. I can't believe it. But, what else? Also, just to make sure people know, we did a test last time, and there's about a 12-second delay between when I say something and when you guys hear it, just for a point of reference. How about the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies? Did you like? Yeah, I grew. Those were the movies that like got me into reading Spider-Man comics, so they have a very special place in my heart. I absolutely loved them. I still think Spider-Man 2, the Sam Raimi Spider-Man 2, is one of the best superhero movies ever made. Though, to be fair, I guess I haven't seen it in a while. I should go back and watch it again. I really love that movie. But yeah, Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies are, even though they change a lot of stuff from the comics, it's like I was at an age where I didn't know Spider-Man well enough to care about them changing things. And admittedly, I still don't really care that much if they change things for a movie, as long as it's a good movie and still represents the same kind of spirit and tone of the character, then I don't have a problem with it. If they just like totally change everything about the character's personality and stuff, then I'd be like, this isn't for me. But yeah. Hey, look at that. Inking's almost done. Guess he's got kind of a lightning thingy in here. I'll just do it as a triangle because that's pretty obscured anyway. What did I gave him on his shoulder? That kind of thing. I'll just do some light ones. That sort of. This is kind of like this. We're not doing a very movie accurate version here, I guess. But, you know, Shazam is Shazam. They didn't change him that much from the comics anyway. Yeah, alright. I'm okay with that. What we got going on in the comments? My brother's watching right next to me. Oh, nice. Hello, YouTune's brother. Just added it on Speedscape. Nice. We'll probably see sometime this week. Did you like Thor: The Dark World? So I actually liked Thor: The Dark World a lot more than most other people did. I understand why a lot of people didn't like it, but I thought it was just kind of a good, fun romp of a movie. Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot more than most other people did. I just thought it was fun. Yeah. And I, like, when I saw Thor: The Dark World, I remember cracking up so much when Captain America shows up in that cameo. Or, well, I mean, it's not him, it's Loki pretending to be him, but I lost it. I thought that was hilarious. Right, okay, I'm not in inking mode anymore. Or does he? Oh, actually, I kind of missed. He's got sort of this going on kind of thing that you wouldn't really be able to see much of over here. But, well, anyway. Oh, he's got... Nah, you know what? Maybe I'll add like a little bit of a muscle kind of line there, but besides that, I'm happy with how this is going for now. Let's do the colors now. Oof, I think that the Dark World is my least favorite Marvel film. That's totally fair. There's a lot of forgettable stuff in that movie. Yeah, that's one of those ones where I like it, but I totally get why people would dislike it. Pick the colors straight off of him. No, you get out of here. Always giving me 3. Yeah, get out of here. Get out of my way. Okay, fine. I'll get rid of this one. No. What are you? Okay. Fine. Be that way. Wow. That worked well. Usually I have to tweak them a bit, but, well, maybe I have a tendency to make things a bit too dark right off the bat. So maybe I'll brighten it all up a little bit. Yeah, actually, you know what? Yeah, I know I'm going to end up darkening when I'm shading, so I'm going to brighten them up more. Have you seen Gremlins? Yeah, not in a long time, but I have seen it and remember liking it. I'm surprised they haven't rebooted that one yet. It just seems to be a trend that they reboot all the old 80s things. But yeah, I do like Gremlins. Loki was still amazing in it. Yeah, Tom Hiddleston's great. Sam, I like it quite a bit. What's your favorite superhero? My favorite superhero I mean, it's tough because it also depends on the medium, like movies versus comics. But I think in general, my go-tos would be Spider-Man, Captain America, Batman. And I know those are, like, Spider-Man and Batman are kind of the generic answers, but they're the generic answers for a reason. They have so many great stories, both of them. Batman specifically, my favorite story of his is Scott Snyder's run in the New 52, where he... Yeah, just Scott Snyder's New 52 run of Batman is one of my favorite comic runs in history. I also, on the topic of Spider-Man specifically, I both really like Peter Parker Spider-Man and Superior Spider-Man when Dr. Octopus takes over his body. That's one of my favorite comic runs I've ever read as well. It sounds like a goofy kind of silly concept, but it just worked so well. And I love Humberto Ramos' art in it, and Ryan Stegman's art in it as well. yeah, everything about that run I just absolutely love. Oh, fleshy cape, that's not what I want. Oh, his cape's kind of white-ish. Like a whitey gold kind of tinge. Okay, let's bring this down a bit. Try and do it like that. My favorite's the Flash. Yeah, the Flash is really good. I didn't really know much about him before the TV show came out, and I'm not caught up on the TV show, but I really liked it for a good long while. He's a good one. That's another one that Phil Lord and Chris Miller was supposed to do his movie, and DC booted them off of it, which sucks because that would have been awesome. I mean, it could still be a really good movie, but people got to stop kicking Phil Lord and Chris Miller off of things. I mean, we've all seen Spider-Verse now, and it's incredible. Put the love in your heart, in the world. You should follow me on Instagram and search up YouTube art. Okay, I will. Oh, something happened. Am I still here? I think I'm still here. Okay, YouTube, I'll check you out. I'll screenshot that and check you out after after the live stream. Do you have high hopes for the future of DC films? Yeah, I think so. I mean, Aquaman, I really like Aquaman. It's not like... It's not a outstandingly well-told story, but it's a step in the right direction of... Like, here's the thing. I really like DC doing dark and gritty stuff. I just didn't find they were doing it that well. So I would love to see them not start doing everything as just fun and hokey and goofy, because we get lots of that really well done from Marvel. But I do have high hopes. I'm really excited to see what they do with Wonder Woman 84, because that seems like... And anytime a movie's coming out and I go, that's a weird idea, I'm usually excited for it. So, like, Shazam seemed like a weird pick for them to do next, so I was kind of like, okay, cool, I'm on board for this. I'm excited to see where this goes. Aquaman... A lot of people thought he was pretty lame before that one came out, and I was like, hey, I've read a bunch of Aquaman comics. I think he's pretty cool. I'm excited to see what they do with him. Wonder Woman 84, I have no idea what it is, so I'm excited about it. At least it's probably not going to be generic. But yeah, I have high hopes for DC, especially now the guy that they have running things is the guy who is running the Conjuring shared universe, which surprisingly is a shared universe. Just like a low-key, successful shared universe. And he's at DC running things now, and I think he's going to be doing a great job. They're not focusing so much on a shared universe right now, which I think is a good first step. Like, I do want to see lots of shared universe stuff from DC, but I think they need to step back a bit and do more, like, just make a good movie and then put that character in other things with other people. Like, make a movie that people generally really like, and then put that character in shared stuff with other people. Like, even because the movie they kicked off with, Man of Steel, like, you know, it got better reviews than a lot of other DC stuff, but it was still pretty divisive. There were a lot of people that liked it, a lot of people that didn't. So make a movie that people like, and then start sharing the characters around. But yeah, that's my DC rant. I am excited to see what they do next. I mean, we know what they're doing next. They're doing this next. I just followed you. Oh, awesome. Thanks, YouTune. What else we got? Gotta sleep now. Bye. Okay, see you later, Ash. What else we got? How's it going? Just join. Hey, Crazy Chicken Animations. Welcome back. Welcome to the second live stream. Who else we got in here? Hey, Popcross, did you get my Google Docs? Yeah, so I saw the email. I haven't opened it yet because I had a busy couple of days. I actually got snowed into a different town last night, so I was going to come home earlier today. So I saw that you've sent it, but I haven't read it yet. I am going to get to it, though, today. Gremlins 2 is one of my favorite movies. I've never actually seen Gremlins 2. That's one I've been wanting to get to, because I saw that there's some really weird stuff in that movie, and as established, I like weird things. I like when people take weird risks on movies. Can you help grow my Instagram? I mean, my Instagram is not even that big. I can say, like, on my live streams, like, hey people, go check out YouTune art. I'm still working on growing my own stuff right now. Cool. Hope you like it. Yeah, I'm excited to check it out. It's, as I mentioned earlier, I might do the superhero submission episode as two videos because there's lots of people submitting things, and I probably won't be able to get to everyone, but I want to get to as many people as possible. That was the one upside of not having grown too much yet when I did the last video that I put out last week, was there wasn't too many submissions, so I could get to almost everybody who submitted a creature. But yeah, I just had one of those moments where I totally blanked on what I was doing and saying. What's happening? Okay, cool. I feel like there are times where I get really behind on the comments, and sometimes where I look over and like, oh, nothing's been said. Okay, cool. Haven't missed anything. Oh, okay. So I guess this is the more vibrant. Oh, that's the more vibrant bit. That's the more vibrant bit. And then what's the rest? Just kind of same dull-ish. I'll dull it down a little bit more. A little bit more variance. Oh, well, that's okay. Whoop. I like your channel because it's so community-based. Thank you. That's one thing that I'm glad you said that, because it's something that I've wanted to focus on. It's just like, I'm really interested in other people's artwork. That's why I'm doing this. So I figure, why try and make this channel just all about me? Like, I want to see other people's artwork. I want to share other people's artwork. And I actually like the designs that I got from people for the Monsters episode were crazy. Like, drawing them was so much fun. It was some super cool stuff. This was nice, if only slightly distracting background noise for my coursework. Oh, hey, Terry. Excited to see the finished product. Well, I shall stop distracting you, hopefully. But yeah, thanks for coming to check it out. Terry's one of my friends whose place I was snowed in at, as I was mentioning. I mean, I guess we weren't actually snowed in. We missed the train thinking there was a train. It was a whole thing, but that's probably not interesting to people. Anyway, hey Terry. I didn't know you were watching. What are your thoughts on Detective Pikachu? I'm super excited for it. I have no idea if it's going to be good or bad or terrible or amazing, but I'm really excited to see it. I'm shocked that it's taken this long to make a live-action Pokemon movie. Like, with so many things getting rebooted and remade and taking old franchises and bringing them back, I was shocked that it took them this long to make a live-action Pokemon movie. But yeah, I'm super excited about it. I have no idea if it's going to be any good, but I hope it's really good. I don't know what color his eyes are. From here, I think they're brown, but I'm not totally sure. I mean, I guess he's usually got like blue lightning streaks coming out of his eyes. But... Oh, sorry, one sec. Oh, sorry, one sec. Okay, sorry. Where are we? Eyes, making them brown. I don't know if they're brown, but... Whoops. They're brown now. I mean, they're kind of orangey, but... YOLO. Here, I'm gonna probably do live streams when a trailer drops for something. So Shazam trailer just came out, so I'm like, okay, let's draw Shazam. Just because, I mean, usually when a superhero trailer comes out, it's something I'm really excited for. There's rarely a superhero movie coming out that I'm like, I'm not into that. So I'm like, yeah, why not do live streams of superheroes when trailers drop for them? Because then people are searching up that character. I think because his costume's red, I'm going to change from my usual shading in a dark purple and shade in a dark, maybe not even that dark blue. Yeah, that... Okay, you should do more live streams. Actually, yeah, I do. I've been really enjoying them. I mean, I get distracted easily, and oh, sorry, I forget who it was that said I should not use this textured brush for shadowing, but I'm sorry, I'm gonna do it. I really like this textured brush for shadowing. But yeah, live streaming. Been having a lot of fun with it. Gonna keep doing it. And it's, I mean, admittedly, it's a lot easier than making a video, just because, like, I just say, okay, I'm gonna draw this character, and I pop on and draw a character. not that I mind the work from the videos I'm making, like they're lots of fun, but this is like a really easy way to make more content for YouTube that people seem to get pretty engaged with pretty easily. I mean, it's way more engaging because I can literally talk to you guys while it's happening. Kind of like how I premiere a lot of my videos so that I can chat with people while they're first going out, but this is just like a lot longer and more in-depth and lots of fun. And it's good practice for, as I mentioned in the Mysterio live stream, I've been wanting to get better at drawing with people watching me so I can do commissions at Comic-Cons and stuff. So, yeah. Yeah, this is fun. I do plan on doing a lot more live streaming. Well, it just came from the trailer. Oh, nice. What are your thoughts on the Child's Play remake? I heard Aubrey Plaza's in it, so I've never seen any of the original Chucky movies. So I have no idea what to think of them on that ground. I've seen some clips of them and they look fun. But I think Aubrey Plaza is involved with it, and I really like her. So I'm excited for it. I'll very likely see it in theaters, unless it gets like really terrible reviews. But yeah, that should be a fun one, I think. What about with Endgame? Would you draw all the Avengers? All of them? Probably. There's a very good chance that I do some kind of poster with all the Avengers when Endgame is coming out, because you know, that's like the big thing. Although that probably wouldn't be a live stream. That would probably be a video. I'll probably, like, when the next Endgame trailer comes out, I'll see whatever like the best bit is in the trailer. Like if Rocket Raccoon's the best part of the trailer, or Thanos is the best part of the trailer, or Captain Marvel's the best part of the trailer, then I'll, you know, draw that person on a live stream probably. But I never. Okay, yeah. Okay, sorry. Anyway, yeah. Sorry, I got distracted. But yes, Endgame. I am gonna draw a lot more Avengers stuff closer to Endgame. And probably not even that close to Endgame. Like, I just like drawing the Avengers in general. Are you going to add something random to it, like the Mysterio mustache? No. So I really like doing that, and that was a lot of fun. But for this one, I'm just gonna do some classic, well, I mean, not classic Shazam, but movie/classic Shazam look. That I do really like the addition of the mustache on Mysterio, though. Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna vibrant up his costume a little bit with computer technology. I love living in the future. I mean, you know what I mean, not the future, but an age of technology. Oh, is that a bit much? That might have been a bit much, actually. Hue and saturation. Let's bring it up a little bit. 11. Yeah, maybe I'm gonna bring that contrast up a bit too. Darken him a little bit. That's a bit better. What's happening? Okay. I'm getting like comments up in regular comment things and in the live stream, so I'm getting distracted. But are you going to add? No, sorry, I read that. Hey man, I just finished watching your Mysterio live stream. Oh, thank you very much. I wasn't sure if people would. Oh, whoops. I wasn't sure if people would care to watch the live stream after it happened, but I've gotten a few comments on it, so I guess like people are still watching it, and it's gotten a bunch more views. So thank you, good to know, and thanks for coming to check this out. Oh no, I lost that. Okay, that's there. That was Marshmix Comics. Oh yeah, okay, cool, yeah. I checked out your videos. I liked your Alita video. That was you, right? I think that was you. Have you seen Critters? It's a lesser-known horror movie. So I've heard of it. I actually took a funny picture at a Critters booth for something, but I've never actually seen the movie. It's been on my list for a while. Who's your top 3 favorite? Oh, try doing a live stream with putting a twist on Marvel villains. Hey, that's a good idea. I could even try and draw them as good guys, like make them look more positive or something like that. That'd be a fun challenge. Like try and make Ultron look like a good guy or something like that. Who's your top 3 favorite DC characters? Again, that's one of those questions where it depends on if I'm talking movies or comics. I mean, Batman has to be my number 1. Probably Flash and Aquaman, maybe? I'm trying to think of what other DC stuff I've read. Again, I read more Marvel because I have access to Marvel Unlimited in Canada, but I do really like DC stuff. Yeah, I'd probably have to go, off the top of my head, I'd have to go Flash, Aquaman, or Batman, Flash, and Aquaman. I really like all of them. I like Superman when he's done well, but I find a lot of the time I read a Superman comic and I'm like, I don't love how this writer's writing him. But yeah. If this was classic Captain Marvel, he would have made him look more like Tintin. Yeah, that's true. I was like sort of trying to go movie Captain Marvel, but not really. Like I was just using that costume as a reference. Tried to make it look a little bit more Zachary Levi with the like, he's got a narrower chin than comic book Captain Marvel usually has. He's usually got like a big broad kind of jaw chin situation. But yes, you are correct indeed. I'm going to do 2 layers of cell shading, so I can, that's for, if you're wondering what I was doing with this, sometimes I'll, like this part of his body would probably be more shadowed, so I was going to do just ab line shadows, but then I'm like, yeah, you know what, this part should be a bit more shadowed, so I'll do 2 layers of cell shading and add the ab line shadows in there. I don't know if that made sense. Don't forget the lightning. All right, Gio. Yeah. It'll be, your thing will always be the last thing I add at the very end. Although it is important to keep that in mind for lighting. The lightning for lighting. Don't forget the lightning. I feel comfortable and content. Oh, nice. I'm glad. I love the Bendis Superman comics. Oh yeah, he started doing Superman. I haven't actually read his stuff. I actually met him as he was switching over to DC Comics from Marvel. He's a super nice guy, super friendly, really awesome. I got into comics by reading Ultimate Spider-Man, so meeting him was just absolutely incredible. I just met him last year around this time. What else? What are your opinions on Superman all 4 seasons? So I haven't read the comic version. I saw the animated version a long time ago, and I don't really remember it that well. But yeah, sorry, so I can't really comment on that one. I haven't read it. Also, then you can take TV shows into consideration, and then it's a huge mess. Yeah, so I've fallen off watching a bunch of the DC TV shows, and like they're ones that I'll go back and catch up on in big chunks. So that's not as good for live streaming purposes because, I mean, I can, like, if a trailer comes out for a TV show, like when a Batwoman trailer comes out, I'll probably live stream draw Batwoman. But yeah. TV shows. There are a lot of good superhero TV shows. I'm super excited to see what Marvel does with Disney on the Disney streaming service with, like, they're talking about doing a Scarlet Witch show and a Loki show, and I love Scarlet Witch, so I really, really hope they do something cool with that. Yeah. I'll definitely do content around that when it's coming out. That's what I love about living in the age of superhero movies is there's just so much stuff for me to get inspired by, because superhero movies are one of the things that get me drawn the most. And I mean, monster movies would too, but we don't get a ton of monster movies. I'm really excited for Godzilla King of Monster, what's it called? Godzilla King of Monsters or whatever it's called. Wasn't a huge fan of the last Godzilla movie, but this one I'm super excited to see what they do with it. I really like Kong Skull Island. So yeah, for me, I mean, you can probably tell by the kinds of videos I make, but I really love drawing anything monsters and superheroes. So living in an age of tons of superhero movies and shows is good for me. I'm totally on board. Same, I'm a Marvel boy, but Shazam will forever be my fave Captain Marvel. Nice. Yeah, I'm super excited to see this movie. Mirror, I tried to watch The Flash, but got to episode 12, season 1, so yay, unholy, really, oh yes. I forget what you were responding to there, I apologize. But, because they like it, the bit of a delay, and I'm just rambling. I'm probably gonna have to jump out and grab some water in a sec, but because my throat be getting dry. from all this talking I'm doing. That's something I should keep in mind. I should have like 3 water bottles next to me when I'm doing this. There are 4 Critters movies, I think, and the second one is the best. Okay, cool. I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, I gotta check those ones out. He's shading. He is shading. I love the shading bit. This is my favorite bit. Although I don't know if I said, welcome, Minty Sky. Oh, I think I saw you commenting earlier. I've been trying to say hi to people as they pop in. But Scarlet Witch, Loki, yeah, I'm so excited for those. I really hope they're good. I mean, it would be hard to believe if they were really bad or anything. Make a new icon. For now, I'm going to keep the one I have. The YouTube course I took recommended making an icon you like and sticking with it so people know who you are. But there is also something to be said for changing it and having people go, oh, I don't know this channel, then coming to check out your stuff if they've gotten too used to seeing your comments and things lying around. But yeah, like my icon, I feel like should maybe have something more superhero-y to it, but for now I'm happy with how it looks. What else we got? Ramble on, you Canadian comics cavalier. Oh, that's fun to say. I shall ramble on. Canadian comics cavalier. That is quite fun to say. Sorry. Ian Ortiz, do you have any rare Funko Pops? I don't think so. I was subscribed to their subscription box for a while, and I have this one, the like Thanos on, I forget what his ship is called, but I don't think I have any really rare ones, but which is why it would be kind of fun to make a custom one, because then I would have one that only one person on the planet has, and it would be me. Actually, you know what? I might just do 1 layer of cell shading, just because I'm moving a bit slow. Oh, jeez, I haven't cell shaded his face yet. What are you doing, Christian? Get on board. Okay. What else we got going? Ramble on. The age-old Marvel or DC? I like both, and I think it is... I honestly think it's kind of odd when people only like one or the other. They both make a lot of great stuff. They both make a lot of bad stuff, but no, I really have no opinion one way or the other. I get why people would like one over the other. I guess I shouldn't say I don't get it. Like, I do get it, because they do have, like, different house styles kind of thing, but any kind of good superhero content I'm on board with, regardless of who's making it. Shout out! Nitro Fire! There is your shout out! Peter Parker here to pick up a passport, please. Oh, wow. Peter Parker here to pick up... Peter Parker here to pick up a passport, please. Peter Parker to pick up a passport, please. I'm not going to say it 10 times, but that is a tough one. Does he say that in the trailer? Oh, man. He says that in the international trailer, maybe? Wow, that's tough to say. A shout out. I have a Gizmo Funko. Gizmo, like the Teen Titans villain? That one? I have all Gremlins Funkos. Oh, cool. What else we got? Oh gosh, the comments are moving quickly now. I'm also an Aussie. Oh, hey, we got Australian subscribers. That's awesome. All the podcasts I listen to are Australian, both Weekly Planet, Plumbing the Death Star. Yeah, so hello. Another shout out. I've got a few Funkos, but they're nothing but store-bought ones. Miles Morales and Black Widow. Oh yeah, Miles Morales one is pretty sweet looking. I'm trying to collect the Infinity War collection. To answer the Marvel or DC question, public domain. There's a lot of interesting characters in public domain. Do you know that, what's his name? What's it called? John Carter is a public domain character. Like, anyone can make a movie or a book or anything about him. That's pretty crazy. Like, I mean, I know his movie wasn't that successful, but that's still a pretty big character to be in the public domain. I need water. Sorry, everybody. I'll be right back. Okay. Also, yes, I am in pajamas, by the way. Okay, I'm back. What are we doing? Oh, I just realized my screen is probably tinting a bit. Oh boy, okay, what did I miss? What did I miss? Okay, I missed a bunch of things. I can't scroll back to all of it, but what's here now? Chair draws Shazam. Wait. Oh gosh, somebody got, okay. A human appeared. I did appear. I'm back. What am I doing? Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Now let's do more face shadowing than usual. Why not? Why not? It's a live stream. Let's experiment a bit. I have a tendency to do like pretty simple face shading sometimes, but yeah, I mean it is still relatively simple face shading. Sorry. Okay. Wait, was there? Oh, did you see Bentley? Is Bentley here? Bentley's my roommate's dog. Say U-tune art 3 times fast. That's not hard to say 3 times fast. U-tune art, U-tune art, U-tune art. But yeah, there you go. Please shout me out, please. I'm police. I'm polite. Hello, Crispy Bacon. You are officially shouted out. Wait, did Bentley come into my room? Is he? Oh, he's not in here. Okay. Yeah, my roommate's dog's name is Bentley, and he's adorable. Crispy Bacon. Oh, hey, that would be a fun kind of character name. I think I heard him. Oh, okay, yeah. Here, one sec. Hey, Bentley. You want to come say hi? You want to say hi? No? Okay. He's taking a nap. And by that I mean he's sitting on his bed, staring at the wall. No, that ear wouldn't be that. Shut out, what are you doing? Okay. What are we doing? How long have I been live streaming for? Hour 48. Okay, so this will be about as long as the Mysterio one, probably, by the time I wrap it up. Would you be interested in trying to mash up the Avengers and the Justice League? Ooh, that is a good idea. I actually am a big fan of, there's a artist who did concept art for a lot of, I think he did concept art for Young Justice and some other shows. His name is Eric Guzman, I think? Derek Guzman? Something like that. And he's done some really cool Marvel DC mashups. But yeah, that would be a fun Justice League Avengers mashup. That'd be a fun one to do. Announcement! Guys, this is his channel, not a place for you to advertise your channel. Anyways, I think it's against YouTube to self-advertise. That is, like, I appreciate you saying that. I do want people to feel like they can say, hey, like, I'm not a huge fan of people going, like, just, hey, come check out my channel. But, like, I do want people to feel like they can, like, it's really hard to grow a channel on YouTube, and I don't want to discourage people from going, I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but anyway, like, I appreciate you pointing out that this isn't just a place for people to go like, hey, come check me out, but also I want people to be able to get their name out there a bit. So I, like, a lot of the time when someone comments, like, come check out my Instagram or come check out my YouTube, it's generally like blocked on here, and I have to approve it or disapprove it. And usually I just approve it because I'm like, you know what? We're all kind of chatting. Everybody's trying to get their name out there a little bit in their artwork, and the more people are encouraged to keep working on their art, the better they're going to get at it. So again, I do appreciate you saying that because I know like lots of people would be bothered by others just going like, hey, come check out my stuff. But I don't have as big a problem with it as some other people do. Like I try to. I obviously won't always be able to check out everyone's stuff, but I do personally try to screenshot people's comments and things like that so I can go and take a look at their work. So yes, again, I do appreciate you trying to moderate a little bit, but I'm also okay with people saying, hey, check out my stuff. As long as you don't get too, like, overwhelming with it. Like, if someone starts just making every third comment, like, check out my page, check out my page, check out my page, then I'd probably be like, okay, you need to stop. But, yeah, that's my self-promotion rant. What kind of dog is Bentley? He is a Yorkie Poo, I think? Yeah, something like that. He's like a little black bundle of Goofy. I heard him shake a second ago, but I don't want to bug him right now. He'll be in a live stream at some point, probably. Actually, I'm moving in 2 months, so he might not be. Our shout-outs, okay. Lord Shadow, you are shouted out. Yes, they're, like, I don't want it to be too, no, Minty Sky, don't be sorry at all. Like, it's totally fine. I do appreciate what you were saying. But, sorry, I'm getting lost in stuff. Okay. Lord Shadow, you are shouted out. I don't I don't want, especially if the live streams start picking up in terms of how many people are watching, I don't want it to be like every second comment is a shout out, but I don't mind doing a few shout outs to people. Like, I want people to know that this is me here to interact with you guys. Like, if I wanted to just draw Shazam, I'd just draw him, screen record it, throw some music on, and throw it up and make it a video. But I want to do a live drawing of Shazam where I can interact with people. So, like, I want you guys to, if someone wants a shout out, I'm happy to go like, hey, shout out. I just, like, don't want it to be like someone asking for too many shout outs. You know what I mean? Like, sorry, rambling. Yeah, shout outs are cool. That's long story short. I'm cool with shout outs. Ranter's Creed. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, no problem. My Woof is an English Staffordshire Bull Terrier. Oh, that sounds cute. I love dogs. I am sad that when I move out of here, I won't have a dog anymore. I do plan on getting a dog myself in the future. I'm probably gonna get something like a Saint or like a Bernese Mountain Dog, maybe a Saint Bernard, something on the bigger side. But problem is, I live in a big city, and I don't want to have a big dog while I live in a big city. But I really like living in Toronto. I don't know. That's one of those things that I'll decide on it later down the line. Yeah, dogs are great. I got Auto's sketchbook downloaded. Awesome. Oh, it's so good. They've got lots of free brush sets and things like that on their site. If you want to see that one again that I was using, JPH brush set. Yeah, I'll leave that for a sec. JPH brush set. And I just download tons of, they've got tons of free packs of brushes and stuff. I just download a whole bunch of them and just mess around and see which ones you like. I don't like this line. What's that doing? I think this part right here is wonky anyway. Whatever. Can be a little bit light still. Hey, look at that. Okay, that's something. That's something. You know, add a little bit of shadow to this eye. I used to never put any shadows in eyes. And, you know, cartoony, often you don't, but... yeah, I'll do it. Oh, sorry, okay. You should get a Yorkshire Terrier. I do like Yorkshire Terriers. Do you do any 3D animation? I've done some, but I'm terrible at it. I've seen a lot of your 2D animations, and they're really cool. Thank you very much. I like the Spider-Man one and the Pokemon one a lot. Thank you. The Pokemon one is one of my favorite videos I've ever made, but it also almost drove me insane making it because I made it in a week, and I work full-time, a 40-hour work week at my regular job. That video in that week, I spent 60 hours on it, and I almost went crazy. It was super fun. I'm glad I made it, but it almost drove me a little bit nuts at some points trying to get it done in time. Which is why I very much am enjoying the illustration content, because it's a lot easier to make. And I I love animating, but I think I like drawing a little bit more than animating, because I like taking more time with making one piece look really, really good. Not that you can't do that with animating. Okay, that was a bad example. Animating's great too. I do love animating. Just check the time. I have to go to bed. Okay, no worries. Look, thank you so much for coming to check it out, Lord Shadow. It was great having you here. Yeah. Where can you buy brushes? So I think I think Autodesk doesn't make brush packs that you can buy anymore. I think they give them all away for free, but there are lots of people, like I know what's his name? Trent Keniyuga, who's a really great YouTube illustrator with a channel. He sells some brush packs and things like that, but yeah. I missed some. Trick question, all of them are weird. Oh wait, I must have missed something. Who's a weirder hero, Swamp Thing, Detective Chimp, or Shining Knight? I'm not actually familiar with Shining Knight, but yeah, that is a trick question. They are all weird. Do you do traditional drawings? Yeah, so I don't do a ton of traditional drawing, but I do want to start doing a bit more. I'm actually considering getting one of those not brush pack things, like one of those subscription boxes where they send you a bunch of traditional art supplies every month. And those will kind of, and then I'll do some videos kind of like, what's her name? Casey Golden does, where she like opens it up and draws with the stuff that she gets in the pack, or Draw with Waffles does. I think those are all really fun and cool and would kind of force me to do a bit more traditional artwork, which I do want to get into. Fun fact, I'm actually an artist who uses an iPad. I'm typing on it right this moment, and no, I use my hands. So art for me is hella time consuming. I do use an iPad. Yeah, I love the iPad for doing art and stuff. iPad's great. Popcross, word of advice, take a nap every once in a while. that is good advice. I actually did have to start sleeping more. When I was doing the animated stuff, I was trying to sleep only 6 hours a night because I'd heard some advice from some motivational speakers that humans can still thrive on 6 hours a night, and that was not quite the case for me. I was having quite a difficult time just living on 6 hours of sleep a night. I mean, I totally believe that some people can do it. Apparently The Rock only sleeps like 3 hours a night, but that is crazy, and I don't think I could do that. Draw Big Chungus. I actually thought about a way I could do that interestingly. I could turn him into a monster or something. I think that would be a funny thing to do. But I'm kind of surprised ZHC hasn't done that yet. Or has he? Did I just miss it? Because he's more of the meme lord of YouTube illustrators. I'm just adding a little bit of shadow with this. I don't want to get too in depth with another layer of cell shading. What else we got? He looks a lot like the reference pic. Nice job. Thank you very much. Yeah, yeah. I haven't actually looked back at the reference pic that much, but yeah, I'm enjoying how this is turning out. Yeah. Super Chungus. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Oh, you know what I forgot to add? I noticed I didn't ink those little streakies. I'm just going to add them in with a shadow. I should probably ink them in, but I'm not gonna. Maybe I'll add a little bits of detail. Oh, I didn't do the step that I always do, which is like I do a rough kind of brushing in with a really, really light brush. You know what, I don't think this piece needs it. I think I'm just gonna do cell shading for this one. I'm pretty happy with how this one's coming together. Thanos Chungus. Yeah. That'd be a good one too. Oh, sorry. Have you heard of artist Vex? That would be really cool if you did a collab with him. Is it Vex or Vox? Oh yeah, you're right. I always get him confused with the channel Vox, but yeah, his stuff is absolutely incredible. The thing that impresses me most about his work isn't even the art itself. Like, the art itself is amazing, but I'm super impressed by the production value on his channel. Like, his videos are just so beautiful looking, so well edited. The music in them, everything about them is just incredible. But yeah, he's absolutely phenomenal. What else we got? Spectacular Chungus. So many Chunguses. Like comic ones, awesome drawing. Thank you very much. Tada23. Thank you very much. Is it just me, or does movie Shazam have a too traditional cape? I do like. Does he not have the hood? Because I really like the hood in the comic version. I'm not sure if all comic versions have the hood on his cape, but I do really like it. I don't think he has it in this. Maybe he does, and I just didn't notice. Chungus versus the Marvel Universe. Captain Chungus. The high evil Chungus. Oh my gosh. So many good goofy Chungus recommendations. Okay, I think I'm gonna do... Oh, you know what I forgot? His Geo's, Mr. Chungus, I don't feel so good. What I forgot is I haven't done your lightning yet. It's hard to do lightning on a white background, but I don't know if I want to make the background not white. Maybe I'll just tint it a little bit blue-gray. When do I go on their website to download the... Oh, where do I go on their website to download the brush set? I think that's another one where I just usually Google Autodesk Sketchbook brushes. And then they got a big collection of them, I think. Sorry, that one's... like, I would want to be more helpful, but I don't want to, like, jump off of the drawing to go look it up. But yeah, I think it's just searching there. Just, like, Google searching. Oh, no, it's going to be laggy. Oh, well, that's not too bad. This brush isn't as good as I thought for lightning. Why isn't it? Okay, maybe not that brush. The internet just crashed, so I'm on data now. Oh gosh, this video will be up later, so I would don't waste your data on this necessarily. If you don't have too much. This I will leave this video up. I might make it unlisted eventually, but it'll still stay up so people can watch it. He did have it in the New 52. I kind of liked it. Also, my Chungus joke was referring to High Evolutionary. Oh, I'm not actually familiar with that one. Do you like the band Gorillaz? I do. Their visual style, especially for their not commercials though, their music videos is phenomenal. And I like that they have a big variety of types of music that they play. Collab with Cartoon Hooligans. That would be cool. I really like a lot of cartoon. I'm not liking how I'm doing this lightning. I'll come back to the lightning. I will come back to it, but I'm gonna do the rim lighting first. Guess I should probably do yellow rim lighting since the lightning is gonna be yellow. He did have it. Oh, I saw that one. Another fun fact: my profile picture is my Marvel Sona, so I guess it's my civilian clothes. Oh, nice. It's like small on the screen, but I'll check out the actual one later. Cool. Big Chungus will live forever in our hearts. What's your favorite music style? So my favorite kind of music, I like a lot of types of music. I would probably have to say either punk pop or electro swing, which is a music style I didn't even know about until a year and a half ago or so, but I really like electro swing and pop punk. Like, I really like Fall Out Boy and Panic at the Disco and bands like that. Yeah. Yeah, the Gorillaz are great. Nice, they're my top 2 favorite bands. I can't tell if they're my favorite or if AJR is. I don't know if I know AJR. 21 Pilots is my favorite band. Yeah, they're pretty great too. Am I more than you bargained for you? Oh, cool. Wow, it feels weird when I go into a lull of not talking for a few seconds. I'm just probably a thing I need because my throat is getting quite dry. But yeah, this is a blast. I love doing the live streams. I don't know why I didn't start doing this earlier. I mean, I know why I was nervous. That just goes to show if you're scared to do something, just do it. Because worst case, you realize you don't like it, and then you don't do it anymore. But best case, you realize you love it, and then you do it lots more. King Solomon is not interesting. Which do you prefer, digital art or traditional art? I personally prefer and am better at digital art. I do want to get better at traditional, but I just like because I'm an animator and like specifically a motion graphics animator, everything I do is pretty much on computers. So it's just like my natural go-to, and I really like just having an undo button instead of an eraser, because you know ink can't be erased easily, and I like experimenting a lot, and yeah, I don't know. I like they're both very great, and I'm always very impressed when someone can do what I can do on traditional, because it's, you know, you mess up, it's a lot harder to fix. But for me personally, I'm my go-to is always digital art. If I'm doing traditional art, it's because I'm making a specific decision to go do some traditional artwork. NFX. Oh, I haven't heard of them. I'll have to check them out. BRB? Okay. Sorry, I meant Greco-Roman. Okay, cool. Draw the gorillas. That could be a good one too. Yeah, because their style is, they got a cool style. Yeah, that's a good idea. I should, I'll see when they're releasing something next and try to make something in line with when they're releasing something. Because, I mean, this channel, I'm kind of now starting to figure out what it is, and part of it is just, like, pop culture in general. Like monsters, superheroes, and pop culture, hence pop cross. That's where the pop comes from in pop cross, is pop culture. Or that was the original intention. Anyway, and yeah, drawing gorillas, that's a good idea. Let's add a little bit of a... Get rid of a bit of that. Oh, sorry, I missed a bunch of stuff again. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, we're good. I didn't really... Okay. That's something. Okay. Now let's do some regular lighting. Light, regular lighting. Maybe in blue even. Too much. So I'm gonna go back to this brush. Well, maybe not for this, because this is a metal texture. But for his costume, I'll go back to that. Just doing a little bit of extra lighting. I noticed that on the video that I'm putting out tomorrow, the Fantastic Four Dragons, I do this on the thing. I like that, just like a little bit of extra lighting. Just really subtle, just really made the piece work a little bit better. Hence this. Did you go to an art school? So I went to film school, actually. I thought I wanted to be a director, and then I started working in animation because I'd been doing special effects for a while, and the skill set to transfer from special effects to animation was pretty simple. And, well, not simple, but, you know, there's a lot of similar skills involved with the two. And I started getting more interested in animation, and from being more interested in animation and working on it more, I got better at drawing, and then I started to realize that drawing could become a bigger part of my career. So I now have a job where I work on illustrating more, and then I also do this YouTube channel. But long story short, I did go to art school, but not for drawing. I went for film production, and then in my last year I did animation more specifically. I see I have these moderator instincts that I always want to act on streams, and it's really hard to ignore them, so sometimes it's just, you know, it takes over me. That's totally fair. How good are you at drawing 3 fingers? Just asking because my submission for the community live stream has only 3 fingers. Yeah, I'm good with that. I've drawn, what's his name? Nightcrawler before. He's only got 3 fingers. I got nothing against 3 fingers. I'm back. Welcome back. Fantastic Four as dragons. Metal. Yeah. Yeah. I'm excited to release that one. It was fun to do. I really like my my favorite one. I think is actually Invisible Woman Dragon, which is a weird looking one because I made her like a chameleon sort of, and she's kind of creepy looking, but I really like how it turned out. Only bit of non-cell shading I'm gonna do is I want to make his chest glowy. Shazam! Oh, and I guess these things have a bit of a glow to them too. So I'll add that on there. I think I didn't make his costume quite vibrant enough still. I'm gonna bring that up a little bit. The saturation. Let's try that. Ooh, too much? Bit too much. Hue and saturation. Let's bring it just a bit up. Yeah, okay, that was pretty subtle. Gosh, see, this feels pretty done to me, but I haven't done Geo's lightning yet. Geo. Where am I gonna put your lightning? Popcross, don't spoil your next video. Yeah, don't worry, I won't say anything else. Just that I like the Invisible Woman one. Can you play any instruments? So I have played instruments before, but I haven't really kept up with any of them. I played guitar for a bit. I played the piano a lot when I was younger. So I played the flute for a bit in high school. That was actually a surprisingly fun instrument to play. But yeah, I don't currently play any, but I did do musical theater for a few years. I'm a big fan of singing. One underrated movie I recommend, Replicas. I watched it yesterday and it's hella good. Okay, cool, Replicas. I feel like I've heard of that one. What's that one about? Is it like a horror movie? Oh, Geo, where am I putting your lightning? Trying to think composition-wise. It's hard to make a composition when it's just one person. I mean, that's not true. It's very easy to do a composition when it's just one person, but now adding in a random extra element is when it's not something I planned. Oh, I could do, like, his symbol. Is that gonna work? Oh, that's not gonna work. But let's see how this turns out. That's not bad, but my only problem with it is really for it to be contrasting with him more. It shouldn't be yellow, but his symbol is yellow. So maybe I'll make it a bit duller. Okay. Hey, you know what? That's... Oh, what the... Don't worry, that'll fix itself in a second. Maybe a bit smaller, maybe a bit bigger. No. Okay, that's not bad. It's not great. It's not bad. Okay, actually, yeah, maybe I do like it bigger. Fade that a little bit. Add a bit of a glue, as I am wont to do. Motion lines are coming out from his jump. Oh, that would have been a good idea. But you know what? I've already done this. That would have been a good idea, but I've done all this already, and I admittedly have to wrap this up. I took percussion class in high school. I kind of like it. Have the lightning come from his feet. Make it look like he's super jumping. That's a good idea too. But I apologize. I'm not going to take people's recommendation right now. I'm just going to stick with the rise. Come on. Go. There we go. That's something. Okay. Do a bit of a streaky there, and a streaky there. There. I'll make sort of light, not quite like a solid line of streaking, but that. Okay, that's not bad. See you, Popcross. Remember me as the guy who kept asking about 80s movies. I will remember you as that, Lucas. I will see you later. Bring this down a little bit. Alright, you know what? I'll change the lighting a little bit. Oh yeah, pop. Okay, you know what? I think that's done. Yep. You know, there's things I'd want to change, but for purposes of live streaming, I'm pretty happy with how that came together. Yeah. Oh wow, there's a bunch of comments. I'm only saying because Superman didn't fly when he was created. Yeah, that's true. And since DC sued Fawcett, might be cute little insight. Oh shoot, I missed something. Oh no. Okay. Also, did I just hear your dog barking? Yeah, Bentley might have been. That's basically the movie. Wow, amazing. It looks really cool. Thank you very much, everybody. Okay, yeah, I am indeed going to wrap this up because I gotta go. But thank you very much, everybody, for coming to check this out. It was a lot of fun. I'm definitely going to be doing another live stream. Basically, if a big superhero movie trailer comes out, and I'm not at work, I'll probably live stream drawing one of the characters from that. Maybe even not specifically a superhero trailer, probably when the next Godzilla trailer comes out or something. I mean, if it happens while I'm at work, I won't be able to come do the live stream then because I'm at work. But, yeah, thanks so much for coming to check it out, everybody. Looks very cool. Thank you very much. Geo, goodbye. Tata, goodbye. Draw with Caleb, see you later. Crazy Chicken, see you, dude. Okay. Minty Sky, crazy, okay. Dolly Alley, okay, Speedscape, sorry, trying to say everybody's names. Okay, goodbye everybody, thanks so much for checking it out. Oh, have a nice day, Popcross, see ya when you, okay, cool, yeah, awesome, thank you for coming too, Jack of all claws, Geo, okay, yeah, now officially turn it off, okay.